Hello, Witchfolk! Welcome to our coven.
We are
Angels on Broomsticks. We're a mother-daughter duo.
I'm Evangeline.
I'm Kristen. What are we doing today?
What are we doing? I feel like I always do that. What are we doing? We are using the new FENTY Soft Matte Powder Foundation. What shade have you got?
I've got 185.
And I have 120. I've been really excited about this when I saw it was launching. I'm very intrigued by it because I feel like it's one of those things that powder foundations almost have a taboo around it. Like it's not really common. So that's why I was like really intrigued to try it. So we're going to show you what ended up working for our skin. We've each been using it for about a week.
Yes.
So we found out some tips and tricks for using it for each of our skin types. So we're going to go in depth with that with you today.
I'm familiar with powder foundations because I started my life with MAC, their powder foundation. But with the MAC powder foundation, it came in a compact like this. And this also comes with a spongy thing.
Yeah.
And the MAC one, you're supposed to wet and then you dip it in. And it's like, you come out with this like flawless, like kabuki like makeup. Like, but this is completely different. I'm not afraid of anything because I'm just not. And my skin doesn't react to anything. Like I've got this, like you could, you know, pee on me and I'd be fine. Like, my skin would go,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I do not want to have, like, cause I'm getting older.
Yep.
I don't like the idea of it being too matte and too powdery.
That's definitely something I avoid, like matte foundations. I don't know why this was calling my name.
I know, me
But
too.
it was.
I'm very excited. And I've got exciting results from this.
Yeah. So we ready to just
yeah.
go? We're going to go into depth and we'll each explain our
Yeah.
skin types, explain our steps to make this work.
So we were also asked by people, how do we prep for our skin? Because one of our friends kind of had some issues with their forehead and other people I know, pilling. So you really do have to prep the skin. That's key. And how do you start?
Okay, so it also depends a bit on your skin type. I will let you know, I have very dry skin. My T-zone, even my forehead is like dry. And it's super sensitive as well, so I have to be like careful about products. My main go-tos for skin prep in general is face oils. The Herbivore Emerald Face Oil is what I use before makeup in particular. Moisturizer, sunscreen, and also something I do occasionally every 2 weeks is use this little tinkle razor.
I got one and I just did it.
Yeah, it's so satisfying. This is like a face eyebrow razor and you kind of move in little motions like this.
45-degree angle down.
Yeah. And your skin feels so smooth after and it's super exfoliated. Dry skin comes off. So doing this occasionally is like a bit of an intense exfoliation. If you have sensitive skin, you have to be a little
because this
gentle.
is a physical exfoliation.
Yes.
We're going to do our favorite skincare in our next video. And like we'll kind of talk about the difference between physical exfoliation and chemical exfoliation.
Yeah, so this is very physical, but then it gets rid of that peach fuzz, which creates a perfect canvas for makeup.
And you don't do it every day.
No. Maybe some people.
No.
And I've been trying out sort of right before doing my makeup, 10 minutes before. I've already put this on. This is the Milk Hydrating Oil because I'm so freaking dry, and this is going to be a bit of a drying foundation in a way. I just have to be super hydrated. I have to have a slick base. So I've put this on, worked it into the skin, and I'm feeling very much ready.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I do because I don't shower in the morning. I shower at night. And so when I wake up, I get a pad, micellar water.
Micellar,
Micellar.
Micellar.
Anyway, so I take one side and I just douse it. Now this is a cotton pad. It's soft, but it does have slight, exfoliation to it. So like the gross part of your face is right here, like in between. So you'll get rid of that.
Get in the nooks and the crannies.
So then on the other side, So see, I got some darkness. So that I did have some dirt, even though I cleansed that night. On the other side, I like this Pixie Glow. It's a tonic. It's a glycolic acid. So this is a chemical exfoliation. This is only 5%. So I just take it just to refresh and glow. And on the other side, and I just dab it on.
Dab it.
On the skin parts. And then I like to use a serum, and I like this one by Sunday Riley. This is the vitamin C serum, so I just take a couple of squirts, and I just go over the cheekbones, like.
Do you need time for your skin to absorb it before makeup, or you just kind of?
A little time.
I usually give 5 or 10 minutes for skincare.
Yeah. Also, put on a moisturizer if it's very dry out, which it is now because we're in winter.
Yes.
But not in summer.
That's another thing. I am so interested to try this in the summer, like especially out working in the heat. Like, I feel like this is going to be really great for like touching up in like heat, sweaty weather.
If you're a touch-up type.
I'm a touch-up type.
I'm not. So I just do it in the morning. I go out the door and then I come back.
You don't care.
And it's 1 o'clock. I'm just going to put a little bit of moisturizer on. This one's Tatcha. I'll talk about it later in the next video. Just a little bit, just to make sure I'm not going to get dry and flaky.
Yes. If you have any dryness or flakes, bottom line, don't use this all over your face because it's just going to be a mess. You're going to have to skin prep or do what I'm going to do personally for my dry skin. When I tried to use this foundation just on its own, even with a bunch of beautiful skin prep, it was clinging to parts of my skin. It was clinging into like indents from like old acne scars. So what I've enjoyed thus far with the foundation, and I'll show you how it sort of works out in the end, is doing all my cream products, doing a liquid foundation, and then going in with this after as like a topper and sort of a mattifier and kind of making everything look very seamless at the end. It's like an extra beautiful step. But because of how dry my skin is, I don't put it all over my face. So I'm going to go ahead, do my cream products, and then I'm going to go in with this.
Okay,
what are you doing?
I'm going to use my NARS cream concealer first and apply the principle that powder over cream never gleam. Cream over powder look like clam chowder.
What do you mean look like clam chowder?
Well, because when you put a cream product over powder, you risk weird pilling up.
Congealing and stuff, yes.
So that's the weird part of a powder foundation. However, this powder foundation is different. I learned something and I'm going to show it to you. But I am still going to do this because I still like the idea of doing concealer before foundation. Why wouldn't you? It doesn't make any sense.
Because then you waste concealer covering up stuff that the foundation's
Yeah, but if you know your face and you know your junk where all your capillaries are.
That's true.
And you know the products. Because I just know where I always need to cover. And then, you know, where I don't need it so much, then I thin it out.
Fair enough. This is true. Okay. So I put Charlotte Tilbury on always as my glowy base. Side note, brief deviation. I'm so excited for the Samantha Ravndal
Me too.
Auric release coming up. It seems like it might be a contender to replace my Charlotte Flawless Filt'r. So her main product.
I'm very excited too.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get our hands on it on the launch. I have a feeling the internet's going to break.
Me too.
And I'm using the Ordinary Serum Foundation, which is my go-to lately. They've got a concealer coming out too.
So a lot of people are saying like the new trend anyway for 2021 is skipping foundation and just using concealer.
Yeah. That was becoming a trend last year. I'm not into it. I love foundation. I've loved foundation for years.
Me too.
I'm not about that.
Okay, so now I'm going into my powder, Fenty powder now. I don't like using tools I'm given, so no. What I am going to use is a brush. This is like a complexion brush by Makeup Geek. So it's like a kabuki brush in a way. It's very dense, but very soft.
Ooh,
Yeah.
softy.
It's like kind of like, my dad used to use for cream, shaving cream.
Oh, yeah.
So far I've been using it a week and I can still see FB in there, the initials. So I don't know how much I'm using because it's powder, but I just keep going and I just put it on like a powder. And it just kind of blurs everything away.
See, I don't really have a brush like that besides the one I use for my liquid foundation. And I want to try it with brush. I've been using the little weird sponge. I've
seen people on the internet using the weird sponge. But we're going to do a video coming up as well where we just use our fingies.
Oh yeah, we wanted to do a makeup challenge just using fingers for everything.
Yeah, and I think fingers are good tools. Don't you?
Yeah.
I do.
Gonna do a bit of cream bronzer.
So I don't know if this, do they call this a full coverage or a medium full coverage?
I think they call it a medium full.
Okay.
I don't know about full though, really, to be
don't
honest.
think so.
No. Or, oh wait, it's probably light to medium. What am I talking about?
So I'm done it. So I love it. I
That
love
was
it.
so
I love it.
fast.
I love it. I love the feeling of it. It doesn't feel like powder.
No, it doesn't.
And this is why I can use cream and not look like clam chowder.
Oh wow, so you can use cream on top
I
of
can
it.
use cream on top. Guess what? So I'm going to use bronzer and cream blush.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like the thing is you really have to get to know your skin type. What are the products you use? Like even down to your concealer and stuff, and like how well you're able to even work with your tools, I think it's different for everyone, and you can't really judge a product by its like first try either.
It's so true.
You cannot.
You can't. You gotta make it work somehow, and there's always ways. And also, I watched a video today, Alana Davidson.
Yeah.
She's trying out Danessa Myrix's cream bronzer, and she compared it very much to Tom Ford, half the price, which is I've been dying to try a Tom Ford something.
Yeah, I know.
But they're insane,
Stupid.
$100 Canadian or more.
Yeah.
Danessa Myrix is the brand I wanted to try for.
Everyone's talking about Danessa Myrix. It's all over Instagram these days. Going in with the Fenty Crush on Cupid cream blush. I am sticking to all cream products first because I know my skin type, and I do think a clam chowder will happen in my personal case.
It's not going to happen with the Fenty.
But when I did try it, the foundation first, it was just the mess for me. It really was. But I actually didn't buy this foundation to be a main base. I bought this with the intention of having like a sort of finishing topper. When you feel like you wanted a little bit more coverage and a little bit more smoothness and mattifying in certain areas? That's what I bought it for.
I did not. I bought it in good faith.
And your skin is pretty normal. It's not oily, it's not too dry.
It's nothing. And it really is happy doing the same thing every day, and it's super happy getting shocked once in a while.
Okay, I'm ready to go in with the foundation because I'm only doing powder products after this. So I'm going in with the sponge. I'm kind of wrapping it around my finger for more precision. And I'm going to put it in certain areas. Certain areas where my foundation moves throughout the day.
So did you find when you were doing this test that it worked?
Yeah.
So,
And I like putting a bit of setting spray at the very end too. Just to revive any maybe over mattness. But this ages well throughout the day.
Yeah, it does. Even for me, and I didn't put anything but just the powder foundation. And I go outside all day.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna like this in the summer. I might be able to do a full face of it in the summer. So we'll check back in a few months. So yeah, just in certain areas, like almost like shaping the blush, if that makes any sense.
I did a new blush placement. I was reminded.
Yep.
Right up here. Just here.
Oh.
To lift. Not
To
here.
lift.
I saw it on another video. Robert Welsh.
Wow. We love our Robert. Okay, you know what I'm gonna use? The Fenty. How many carats? Diamond Bomb highlighter.
Okay, I'm gonna use that too, please.
I'm gonna use a brush. And I'm gonna do the Fenty I don't know what it's called. Her makeup artist does this, where you do this whole area and you just go ham with it. I hate that expression, but I use it all the time.
Ham?
Yeah. Go ham.
Speaking of ham, I just had the best sandwich. It was a Cubano
Oh.
from Knuckle Sandwich.
Oh.
We ordered it.
Chili.
I don't know if like a mature person should use a lot of highlighter.
I just love highlighter.
Yeah, I do too. I don't care. But
This one looks like little diamonds are on your skin. I kind of want to do a vampire Edward Cullen look with it one day and put it all over my face and go in the sunshine. Okay, so are we going to do our eyes and sort of check back in?
mm-hmm.
We're going to come back with our eyes. You can see the finished look. We're going to use some Fenty lips.
Yeah, we do some Fenty lips.
Mademoiselle, so we'll be right
That's our
back.
favorite lipstick of 2020.
Yes, oh my god, it's so good and always on sale. So we'll be right back. She's unfriending an anti-vaxxer.
Unfriend. Boop.
So we finished up our
Bye.
looks.
Bye, bitch. Sorry.
We both used Fenty PMS, Mademoiselle, and I added a bit of shoddy in there. These are the best lipsticks.
They are the best lipsticks.
So yeah, final thoughts on this foundation?
I love.
You
me
love?
me lovey.
It looks so natural on you. You can't even tell that it's
Yeah, you can't
powder.
tell it's a powder, and
Yeah.
it does what powders do, and like because I'm out all day, I come back and it's still there,
yeah.
and it just like kind of sinks in, lets your natural oils come through, and that's what's great about it. Like you could touch up, like you can't touch up like a regular cream foundation.
No, you can't. It
'Cause
becomes a mess because
yeah.
you already said everything and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So
Yes. So I basically put this on the areas that I find wear throughout the day, and then I just go in and I got my little compact, take it to work, whatever. Do. Yes. So
yeah, that's it. So thumbs up from me, thumbs up from you.
Yes.
Yes.
Just know your skin type. Know the products you already have that you turn to, that you work with. And also don't judge things based on the first time you use it too, because there can be a bit of a learning curve. I think with a powder foundation, there's a little bit more of a learning curve, but honestly, it goes for every product really, and your skill level and whatever. Make it work. You can make it work. All right.
Okay.
That's it for today.
Okay.
We'll see you next time. We're going to be talking about skincare, more in-depth skincare. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
Bye for now.
Bye, witches.